Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Bishop. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry here for Ken Walker to about the 40-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide... See if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he will slide stopped. He does have the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. The Bengals in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson. Up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
partner. He sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's fast.
Walker hitting the ball, is out. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. They'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I'm going to come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run here on third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Drive there in just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
We talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess. What do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's right Taken down, back at the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
19 take.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Let's go now.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. It's complete to Brown, right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Bengals set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Shoves him away. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw again. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Brown. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by
good. And that makes it a 21
touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On the jump. Final 18. 18, Pioneers.
Back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Running right. And he loses the football the second time. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they're thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where it's like we'll crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Second and 9 now.
He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery, and a Cincinnati touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressure, hurry, harass the whole game.
And the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On the race. Take, go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. And as this defense walks up.